What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and today I'm in Pelham Parkway neighborhood in the Bronx. I'm walking around the Parkway Street, which has like a beautiful park over here. You get off the fire train. So I know I drove around this area like years ago, but I never wandered around the area, so I don't know which way I'm gonna go, because a lot of neighborhoods are connected over here. But I know I'm just gonna walk forward and then I'll figure out where am I gonna go. But I'm just gonna walk around here in the Bronx because there's a lot of things to do around the Bronx, and I want to show you guys, so join me. So like I said in one of my previous videos, like the Bronx doesn't get like a really good reputation, but remember, the Bronx is really huge, and just like any place in New York or around the world, there's like good and bad. So I'm walking around here and it kind of resembles a little bit of Central Park with the middle of the neighborhoods, and pretty peaceful around here. So you know, it's connected with a lot of apartment complexes, and you see people doing their normal routines, you know, walking dogs, doing exercise and everything. So yeah, it's really beautiful. You just gotta look around me. Pretty quiet over here. Then the highways over there, and like I say, there's a lot to do around here, so I'm just gonna walk around and see what happens. And before I continue walking forward, I wanted to make a turn here so you can have an idea what apartments looks like here in the Bronx. Like the Pelham Parkway. I like the arc over here, the beautiful architecture. You can see how they designed the buildings. You know, pretty residential area. Let me walk here so you guys can see like this door over here. Look how beautiful the door is. Like old colonial buildings, made of brick buildings. So it gives you like that little European vibe, you know. So don't be afraid, you know, of the Bronx. Like any place has good and bad, but if you use common sense and don't mess around with people, you know, you should be fine. So, because I think there's a lot of hidden gems here in the Bronx, a lot of people they don't know about or they don't dare to discover. So now I'll make a right turn over here, and you can see how the neighborhood changes. Like look how they got the beautiful houses. Beautiful residential area and houses. And I just pick up this random street. You know, I'm gonna try to walk down, I don't know where, but I'm just gonna walk down, probably up past Morris Park, but I'll see what happens. As I'm walking around here, some of these houses here, like it kind of reminds me like in Queens, New York, you know, with this parking and all that. But this is the heart, like the middle, the center of the Bronx, New York. And all these neighborhoods here are connected to a lot of mixed neighborhoods in the Bronx. So I'm not gonna have to hang out here a little more often, even though I live a little far from here, but it was worth the commute here in the train and exploring around, so you can see like a different side of the Bronx a lot of people they don't show. And by the way, here I'm entering another section in the Bronx called Morris Park, which has like a high population of Italian and Albanians. So it's something that a lot of people they don't know about. But yeah, I've been here like years ago, and the neighborhood is really good, like really residential, really quiet. You can see all the beautiful houses out here, apartment complex. And a lot of people that live here, they commute to the city, to Manhattan, and they live around here. I gotta tell you, walking around here, it makes you feel like you're in the suburbs. But you know you're in the city when you see bridges like that. That's where the subway passed, bro. Let me give you a 360 view. And it's extremely quiet around here. Not too many noise going on, but so like I say, even in the Bronx, you can find peace and quiet. Let's say when I walk throughout some of these neighborhoods, sometimes it kind of reminds me of the Jersey Shore, like Ocean Grove, you know, all the houses all together, small houses, the peace and quietness. But this is in the city, you know, in Bronx. But I'm always impressed with how diverse it is, you know. No matter which block you go, you see something different from another block. And that's the beauty about exploring, you know, about going to some place you've never been and exploring and walking around. Here I make it to another main street in the area called Morris Park Avenue. So I'm just gonna walk down south, and maybe when I get to White Plains Road, I'll make a left and go down south to see what else can I find. But so far, you know, I like the neighborhood. I like the residential area and how peaceful, how quiet it is, you know. So something different to see, you know. Also, I like how wide the sidewalks are, and they also got like bike lanes here. You can see how pretty wide the sidewalks are. So it makes the neighborhood, you know, pretty interesting. And then as I'm walking around here ahead of me, I can see activity going on. Like you can see all the business happening, restaurants and stuff, but because of the pandemic, you don't see too many people. So it's pretty dead, but you know, hopefully when things get better, you know, we can enjoy all the restaurants. And then as I'm walking around this area, I can see how the neighborhood starts changing. You can see like a lot of Italian shops and stuff, because this is like the borderline of Morris Park. But then I start seeing like Middle Eastern people, because there's a neighborhood here that a lot of people, they don't know, and they call the section Little Yemen. Like over here right next to me, this is like a Middle Eastern barber shop. So I guess this is like a little Middle Eastern community here hidden, you know, like a lot of people they don't know about. I only found out when I was looking at the map, and then I'm walking around here and I can see, you know, how the neighborhood changed. And now here I made it to another main street in the Bronx, and it goes to the south, then it goes to the north, the White Plains Road. You can see pretty wide streets, got businesses. So not much planned. I'm just gonna walk until I get tired or until I see something interesting. So now I discovered there's another cool neighborhood ahead of me, Parkchester. I've never been there, but I've seen pictures and I heard good things about it. So since I'm not far, I think I'm gonna make my way to Parkchester, walk around there and explore. It's like a residential area, you know, a community with a lot of stores and stuff. You can see the bridge over here. Not sure if there's like tracks or trains underneath the bridge, but yeah, I think the building's right ahead of me is Parkchester. So now I made my way to Parkchester, and this is the first time I'm ever here. But I know, like I say, I heard a lot of good things about it. And it's mostly like apartment complex, like residential area. There's a lot of apartment complex over here, and also another fun fact is that they got the biggest cooperative neighborhood in the world, and it's in Co-op City, a little further from here in the Bronx. But one day I'm gonna go there and explore. And then, like I say, I walk around here, and you can see like the apartments below me. They have like shops, a lot of shops. And then ahead of me, you see this apartment. There's shops in the first floor. So I think that's one cool thing about Parkchester. And at the same time, as I'm walking around here, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Town, right by the borderline of the Lower East Side of Manhattan. But this is the Bronx version. You can see they got a supermarket there. Like I said, the buildings are pretty similar. You know, the brick buildings with a small glass window. So yeah, it resembles a lot Town. And as I'm walking around here, they got this plaza in the middle, and they got it decorated, you know, with the Christmas. It looks pretty cool, you know. So far, I'm loving this neighborhood. So this area over here is like one of the cool things about Parkchester. Like they got apartments, and then they got like shopping centers and stores below. Kind of brings me back memories when I visited my cousin in Co-op City. Like they got a Macy's over there. They got a few fast food chains, a couple of restaurants below, you know. So it's pretty convenient. Like you stay in a neighborhood. It's like a city within a city, Parkchester. So I think that's something that makes the neighborhood like really cool. So I'm gonna walk here forward, and then you can see the chain of stores. See all the stores around here, all the shops. So you don't even need to leave. If you live here, you don't have to leave outside the neighborhood, because you have it all within walking distance. So that's something really cool. And I tell you, it's pretty interesting how a neighborhood contrasts from another one. Like I was in that residential area, Morris Park houses, and now I end up here with a lot of apartment complex with shopping centers and stuff below. This train is not far from here. I think this neighborhood is probably like a 40-50 minute train ride commute to Manhattan. So You know, it's crazy. They even have a Starbucks and a Walgreens. Walgreens and Starbucks. And the Macy's right there. So this neighborhood has it all. Now I made my way down here by the assist train, and you can see they still got like a lot of businesses over here. And the typical bridge in a lot of New York neighborhoods, like in Brooklyn and Queens, they got the bridges like this, and you can walk around and see the shops, so it's really convenient. So that was the end of my video here exploring this neighborhood in the Bronx. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. Take care and peace.